In this video, I want to talk about the worst and also the best decision that Donald Trump has made officially as President of the United States, and also talk about an existential threat that a lot of people don't seem too worried about, but is very important and should be understood. Now, just moments ago, Donald Trump has signed an executive order to withdraw from the TPP. He's also expected to sign other executive orders that would renegotiate NAFTA. This was a very big popular move by Donald Trump because, as we know, the TPP, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, was drafted in secret with heads of states and corporations, and the only reason we knew about the TPP was because of WikiLeaks and the EFF. They had free speech clause agreements in there that would ruin free speech. So Donald Trump literally saved memes and did the right thing that he promised to do. Even Hillary Clinton was for the TPP, but then was against it when she saw the public outrage. So this is a very good populist move by Donald Trump and a kick in the balls to the corporatocracy and globalists, and to me personally, the best decision he has made so far as President of the United States. Now, the worst decision is a combination of two things. Number one, publicly saying that he won't release his tax records again after stating before he would is a very bad move, because now it opens the cans of worms of speculation and makes him very vulnerable to attack by not only the media, but people on the left and right, which equally hate him. It looks like they have something to hide here, which is a very important, concerning issue to a lot of people, especially with the economic and financial moves that Donald Trump has previously made before and his ties to foreign government. Now, WikiLeaks offered to help and they said that, oh, they won't release their tax records, just send them to us. Now that, with Donald Trump's press secretary coming out during his first press conference and not talking about the issues that matter to us, not talking about the plan of action, but deciding to get in a pissing match with the mainstream media, was moronic and stupid. Like, why is Donald Trump making loose statements about how there's 1.5 million people at the inauguration? Why is Kellyanne Conway talking about alternative facts? They're digging their hole deeper here. Donald Trump had to tell the National Park Service to stop tweeting, and they did, because they did release a biased kind of tweet. But this situation, which has no relevance to the American people, has no substance at all, shows the pure egotistical nature of this whole push by the White House, and their fight with the mainstream media is moronic. And seeing the alternative media even participate in this is a huge waste of time, and this is not what alternative media is supposed to be about. While these dumbasses, alternative media, mainstream media, and Trump administration, argue about something so pointless, we're missing the bigger picture here of what's happening on the world stage, especially with China. China's government newspaper used the weekend after U.S. Trump's inauguration to promote China as an alternative to the crisis. They call this a crisis of Western democracy and capitalism. The Chinese even went as far as to say that they would be willing to assume world leadership if needed, because Donald Trump says, make America first. China does not, quote, want world leadership, but could be forced to assume that role if others step back from that position, a senior Chinese diplomat said. When he's talking about others, he's directly talking about the United States, and this is a reaction to Donald Trump making and prioritizing America. Now, the president of China also urged countries to resist isolationism, signaling Beijing's desire to play a bigger role on the global world stage. The Chinese foreign minister came out and said, quote, "We still hope that the United States and other Western economies can continue to make an even bigger contribution to the world economic recovery." So we're seeing the Chinese blatantly say, worry about the world, not just the United States. Play on the world economic market, not just on the U.S. economic market. And as we know, China and the United States have not had a good relationship for a very long time. And the situation with Trump coming into office, leading to a potential trade war, because Trump has talked about tariffs and taxes on imported Chinese goods. Now, it's not only a trade war that we should be worried about, but a full-on out war between the second world largest economy, China, and the United States. And the Chinese have even said so. The Chinese has warned Trump to prepare for military clashes in response response to his Secretary of State picks Rex Tillerson's comments. A state-run Chinese media outlet released a statement Friday warning that the Trump administration should, quote, prepare for a military clash. And after making those statements from the Chinese, the United States, a day after that, deployed a third carrier group in Asia to boost its naval air forces in the disputed South China Sea, which have been a major clash point between the United States and China over these man-made military islands that the Chinese are now putting in there along major trade routes. And as we know, Donald Trump won't back away from the Chinese, and that's why he's even planning on having the biggest naval buildup in decades in response to the Chinese. So as this situation is unfolding, there's still these idiots arguing about how many people came to the inauguration, which doesn't matter. Anyway, what do you think is the worst thing that Donald Trump has done so far as President of the United States? What do you think is the best thing he did as President of the United States? Let me know in the comment section below, and as well as what will lead to the United States and China clashing so much as they have been on the world stage. This is a very unpredictable situation that we will be staying tuned to, because this is a lot more important between how many buttholes were at the frickin' inauguration. And if you want more real news, you have to vote with your dollar. Support us on patreon.com/wearechange, because we are fully free, fully independent, only because of your support, your donations, you voting with your dollar here. You can actually click in the video right above me and click that Patreon link. Don't forget to subscribe right here. Also in the video, click that bell button. Stay tuned to Real News and check out our related videos here. Thank you again so much for watching, and don't forget, stay tuned to Real News here on youtube.com/wearechange.